Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other video that I have posted in the past. If you have any recommendation or suggestions of the type of video that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Recently, I have posted a video on how to cook this bok choy vegetable medley dish with 4 different kinds of vegetables, and I surround the vegetable with shrimp that has been blackened. I use the shrimp referred to as the wild-caught Argentinian red shrimp. The shrimp has been peeled, deveined, and tailed off. This shrimp is referred to as 21-25 count, which means that it is a large shrimp. This shrimp is individually frozen, so they are very easy to thaw out. This shrimp is wild caught from Argentina, and it is called red shrimp because you look at it, the color of the shrimp is actually red. These shrimp are individually frozen. They are very easy to thaw out. All I have to do is to run cold tap water over them. Quite often, this shrimp contains a salt product for preservation, and they make the shrimp taste salty. So quite often, I will rinse the shrimp several times to make sure I remove all the salt as much as possible. Frying out the shrimp is very fast. It usually only takes about 5 to 6 minutes, and this is why I make frozen shrimp so popular, because you can take frozen shrimp to go from freezer to the wok in less than 10 minutes. It is important to keep the shrimp as dry as possible, and I dry the shrimp by tapping the colander over a piece of sponge cloth or a piece of paper towel. This usually is dry enough for me. If I want the shrimp to be drier, I will leave them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes without having anything over them. To create a blackened crispy texture on the surface of shrimp, I'm going to coat the shrimp with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of sugar. The cornstarch will provide a light breading, and the sugar is important because that will create a blackened surface. After using a pair of chopsticks to mix the shrimp with the cornstarch and sugar, I'm ready to cook. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. The method that I'm going to use is known as shallow frying. I only need to use about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Of course, you can use any oil that you would like. With a high smoking point will do the job. To create a non-stick cooked surface, I'm going to use my spot seasoning method. This method is very simple. It takes only about 10 to 15 seconds to season the wok. And if you'd like to learn more about this method, you can take a look at this video. The idea is very simple. Basically, you heat up the wok and then you add the oil. You heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently. You then turn down the heat and you let the oil to smoke for another 5 to 15 seconds. And now you are ready to cook. I add the shrimp to the wok, and I use a pair of long handled tongs to spread the shrimp out into a single layer. And depending on your burner, at this point you can turn the heat back up, probably to medium. This method is referred to shallow frying because you fry the ingredients on one side first before you turn it to fry the other side. And since you only use a small amount of oil, it is far more efficient and it saves oil. For frying small pieces of food ingredients such as shrimp or chicken that has been thinly sliced, this method is as good as deep frying. In fact, in many ways, it is probably better than deep frying. It will use less oil and the food ingredients is less oily. However, if you are frying large pieces of food ingredient, such as chicken tender, then this method probably will not work very well. In this case, it's better that you go with the deep frying route. This method cooks very quickly, and it is important for you to keep an eye on the shrimp to prevent them from overcooking. This Argentinian wild-caught red shrimp has a different texture from the farm-raised tiger shrimp. They have a texture very similar to lobsters and crayfish. They have a softer texture and more flavorful than farm-raised shrimp. When I was growing up in Hong Kong, I ate a lot of wild-caught shrimp from the local water, and I think they are more tasty and flavorful than what we have wild-caught shrimp today. After the shrimp being fried on one side, I turn it over, have it to fry the other side. You notice that the surface of the shrimp has blackened. And the reason for that is the presence of the sugar causing caramelization, and consequently they also get burned to create the char flavor. When I prepare this shrimp, I add about 1 teaspoon of sugar. If you wanted to char more, you can add a little bit more sugar. However, if you don't want it to char at all, you can skip the sugar. It takes about 90 seconds to fry one side, but when I turn it over to fry the other side, it takes less time. Different people like the doneness of the shrimp differently. Some like it more done than the others. You can do a taste test as you cook, and then you can decide whether you want to cook it longer, or when you cook it next time, you want to cook it less. Now, I'm going to use this shrimp to complement a vegetable dish that I cooked a little bit earlier. And this vegetable dish involved baby bok choy and several other kinds of vegetables. I just put the shrimp around the vegetables. This is a great way to enhance your vegetable consumption, because in this dish, the vegetable is considered to be the main ingredients, and the shrimp really serve as a condiment to enhance the flavor of the vegetables. Okay, the dish is done. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system, which make home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.